Eileen Gu announces career move immediately after Winter Olympics. Eileen Gu has become one of the most decorated freestyle skiers in Winter Olympics history and added to her resume at the Milan Cortina 2026. Entering Milan, the Chinese-American skier had already added 3 Olympic medals to her tally, winning 2 gold and 1 silver at the 2022 Beijing Games. But Gu was not done there, doubling her Olympic medal count in Milan. In her first 2 events, the women's big air and slopestyle, she was unable to secure another gold, earning silver in both competitions. However, on the final day of the 2026 Winter Games, Gu competed in the halfpipe and once again claimed gold, posting the top score of 94.75 to edge out her Chinese teammate Li Fanghui. Throughout her skiing career, Gu has remained busy off the slopes. She has become a model and ambassador for the high-end fashion brand Louis Vuitton. Through that collaboration, along with several others, Gu has appeared on the covers of various magazines and walked the runway at major fashion shows. She is also a founding member of Victoria's Secret's VS Collective. Gu has also been known to attend some of the biggest fashion events in the world, including Paris Fashion Week in March 2023 and Milan Fashion Week a few months later, where she made her runway debut, opening and closing the show. And following her second Winter Olympics, Gu revealed that she will remain in Milan from February 24th to March 2nd, planning to work her other job at the 2026 Milan Fashion Week. "It's Fashion Week in Milan," Gu said. "I have the other job, the other fashion thing. I'm really excited to just explore some other avenues, be creative, and explore my femininity through fashion, which is something I've always loved, and to kind of put that in juxtaposition with skiing and with sports. And I think they coexist so beautifully, and so I hope to represent that next week in Milan." While Gu works the 2026 Milan Fashion Week, the world will await her decision on whether to compete at the 2030 Winter Olympics in the French Alps or to call it quits with 6 medals to her name. Eileen Gu announces career move immediately after Winter Olympics. At just 22 years old, Eileen Gu has already carved her name into the pantheon of winter sports legends. Fresh off her record-breaking performance at the 2026 Milan Cortina Winter Olympics, where she secured multiple medals and became the most decorated freestyle skier in Olympic history, Gu stunned the world once again, not with a trick on snow, but with a major career announcement that signals a shift far beyond competition. A historic Olympic farewell, and then a new beginning. During the 2026 Winter Olympics, Gu brought home 3 medals, including a gold in the women's halfpipe and silvers in slopestyle and big air, elevating her Olympic tally to 6 medals across her first 2 games. This achievement not only cemented her legacy as a free skier, but also marked a symbolic closure to this chapter of her elite athletic career. But as the celebrations subsided and she returned home, Gu dropped what may be one of the most talked-about announcements of the year, that she would be shifting her primary focus from competitive skiing to a multifaceted career that blends sport, media, fashion, and entrepreneurship. This career pivot did not come out of nowhere. Gu has long built a public persona that stretches far beyond slopes and snow parks. She's a Stanford University student, a highly followed global influencer, and a model represented by a top agency, all while breaking records and starring in ads for luxury global brands. From slopes to the spotlight, a transformative vision won. The Olympian goes global, beyond sport. In her heartfelt announcement at a post-Olympic press event, Gu explained that her life after competitive skiing will be defined by impact rather than medals. She shared her desire to use her platform to inspire systemic change in youth sports, particularly encouraging girls in both East and West to pursue athletics with courage and curiosity. Her Olympic journey already resonates across continents because of her dual cultural background. Born and raised in the United States but representing China, a choice that has sparked both celebration and heated debate. Some critics have questioned her allegiance. Supporters have applauded her for bridging cultures. Either way, Her influence is undeniable. Gu's announcement framed her future work as one that leveraged her voice to champion global youth sports engagement, mental health awareness, and cross-cultural understanding. This aligns with her own experiences, including juggling elite sport with academics at Stanford and navigating intense public scrutiny from a young age. 2. Fashion, media, and cultural influence. Gu's announcement also revealed that she plans to expand her presence in fashion and media. Already a runway fixture and brand ambassador, Gu hinted at launching her own lifestyle and apparel brand that blends high-performance sport aesthetics with sustainable and culturally informed design elements. This move isn't superficial. In interviews leading up to the Olympics, Gu has spoken passionately about her interest in fashion as a form of expression, not just style. She explained how costume, design, and cultural motifs empower athletes and storytellers alike. The green light on her new brand will allow her to shape narratives around sport, identity, and beauty on her own terms. Associated with this creative pivot, Gu also announced plans to produce and host a documentary series that explores the human stories behind athletes in underrepresented sports, from indigenous snowboarding communities to Paralympic trailblazers. This project aims to expand global audiences' understanding of athletes as people and storytellers, not just medal winners. 3. Tech and investment, a new frontier. Perhaps the most fascinating part of Gu's post-Olympic pivot is her announcement that she will be joining the world of venture capital and tech innovation. In partnership with one of Silicon Valley's respected firms, Benchmark, she will serve as a senior associate, focusing on investments in athlete-centric tech, wellness platforms, and next-generation media startups. This is a leap that blends her academic foundation with real influence. Gu's Stanford degree and global perspective place her in a unique position to scout emerging technologies that help athletes transition careers, improve training, and enhance fan engagement. Her role will not be passive. She plans to be actively involved in mentoring founders, especially women founders, whose companies intersect with sport, movement, and storytelling. 4. Giving back, a legacy with heart. At the emotional core of Gu's announcement was a powerful tribute to her grandmother, Guozhen Feng, whose passing during the Olympics moved Gu publicly and profoundly. Feng was a source of strength and inspiration throughout her career, a figure whom Gu described as someone who grabbed life by the reins. Gu's new professional chapter includes the establishment of a foundation in her grandmother's name. This initiative will fund grassroots sport programs, mentorship initiatives for young women in STEM and athletics, and scholarships for students balancing academics and elite sport. For Gu, this isn't a farewell to skiing so much as an expansion, one that amplifies the lessons she learned on snow, resilience, creativity, and purpose.